What's good, YouTube? It's your boy William Shatter 710. This is iGrowNYTV. We're at the end of the day here. This episode is going to be about a few different things. Today we're going to transplant the Dulce de... I'm sorry, not Dulce. Today we're going to transplant the Queen's Sugar Cookies and the Blueberry Muffin. I'm a little late on this, so bear with me. These plants should have had this transplant weeks ago, but it is what it is. Nothing's ever too late in life. You always have to, you always have to try. Another thing we're going to cover in this episode is pre-flowering and the Dulce de Papaya. I'm going to give you a little background story on this Dulce de Papaya and the reason that she is so much more developed than the rest of the garden. She has had hormonal issues, just like most women. Most females, she had a lot of hormonal issues. But we'll get into that after the transplant. So I'm gonna find a way to prop my phone. This way you guys can see how I transplant. It's kind of dark. Hopefully I can get this done before the sun goes down completely because this needs to happen tonight. All right, y'all. It's time. I got some 10-gallon pots. I'm gonna transfer from 5 gallons to 10 gallon. And face reveal, y'all. I wasn't really going to put my face on this account, but if you follow William Shatter, you're already gonna know my face. And also, I was talking to Chad GPT, my boy Chad GPT, and he said it would be a lot more personal if y'all see my face, if y'all actually have a person to relate to and talk to. And he said one thing that stuck in my head. He said, people don't follow the plant, they follow the grower. The plants are beautiful, they're gonna get likes, they're gonna get follows, all that. But people stay when they like the grower. And I hope y'all like me. It is what it is. If y'all don't, appreciate y'all. Let's get it. Let's get going. We're using Gaia Green Living Soil. Sticking with what we've used for this entire grow. Get my gloves on. That shit smells like good soil, I'll tell you that. You can smell the life in the soil. It's like, it smells like just. I see my cat trying to get out over there. Simba, what are you doing? Simba, no, you're not getting out, buddy. All right, y'all, let's get it. Got my nitrile gloves on. All right. First, we're gonna lay down some soil. And we're gonna kind of break up the clumps. Gotta break up the clumps. Be like little these twigs. I don't like them in there. I know they're composted or whatever as far as material. I toss them, to be honest. Now, what I do is I go and get an empty 5-gallon bucket from the grow shed. I'm missing a bunch of these. I'm not missing a bunch. They're underneath the fucking pots. I'm so stupid. this in there. These pots are not really that good for, like, they're not that wide. The other ones are way wider. I don't even think these pots are that great, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I got the same pots as last time. This is completely different material. We're already here, so it is what it is. I like to throw this in there, just shape it a little bit, start the hole, so I can now start digging a little bit more. Putting everything to the sides. Yeah, I'm not liking these pots, I'm not gonna lie. It is what it is though. What am I gonna do? Alright, we got the Queen Sugar Cookie number 3. This is gonna be our Plant Organics Mycorrhizae. I would have got a better one, to be honest. I would have got the Mycos, but your boy is kind of strapped for cash, brother. Kind of strapped for cash. We're working with what we got. That's the theme of my grow, is we're working with what we got. Move the sides a little bit. Get it going. Oh. All right. Hold this to the side real quick. That's all the cover crop. It's all dead now. It's all dead. It's now organic material, y'all. Not gonna lie, this pot size, the pot size on fabrics are all over the place. I bought those were 15s, and then when I went to put the soil in, it held 20 gallons of soil, right? This says it's 10. In my opinion, this looks like a 7 or like 8 gallons. This don't really feel like a real 10 to me. But then again, that 15 was like a 20, so it is what it is. Like, these shits are all over the place. As long as I understand that, I know how much soil is going in. Let's spread this. ramp down. All right. That's the first one. Now, I'm gonna do it for Queen Sugar Cookie 2 and Blueberry Muffin. All right. No, nothing right. All right, one bag of Gaia Green spent. Smells so good, y'all. I'm weird. I love the smell of this. I love it. Okay, I gotta open this bag up. Same steps as before. Make sure you're breaking up all the clumps. I'm gonna use this to start the hole. I had this one staked up with a little bamboo stick, one that you use for s'mores. Okay, hold on. Do not forget my steps. Season it. To be honest, that looks like it needs a little more soil underneath it. I wouldn't normally do that, but I'm trying to keep these all the way to the top. Sprinkle that seasoning salt. Spread this. Spread that. Ramp down. right. That's the first one. Now, I'm gonna do it for Queen Sugar Cookie 2 and Blueberry Mug. All right. No, nothing right. All right, one bag of Gaia Green spent. Smells so good, y'all. I'm weird. I love the smell of this. I love it. Okay, I gotta open this bag up. Same steps as before. Make sure you're breaking up all the clumps. Use this to start the hole. I had this one staked up with a little bamboo stick, one that you use for s'mores. Okay, hold on. Do not forget my steps. Season it. To be honest, that looks like it needs a little more soil underneath it. I wouldn't normally do that, but I'm trying to keep these all the way to the top. Sprinkle that seasoning salt. What's good, y'all? This is day 2 of the transplant. I tried to finish everything last night, but I got home a little too late and the sun started coming down and it started getting dark on me. And then I lost my fabric pot. My idiot ass, I had the pot in the other pot. And when I started making the video yesterday, my dumb ass had this folded up on the bottom of there. So I threw the dirt and everything And now you see that little thing right there? I gotta fill that up with dirt because it's like dented because that was filled with this folded up bag. I'm a fucking idiot. It is what it is. I spent like hours looking for it. I couldn't find it anywhere. And then something in my head just told me to check the bottom of the pot, and it was right there. Like a fucking idiot. All right, let's get down to the blueberry muffin. All right. She's the one that needed it the most, honestly. I probably should have done her first, but... And since she was in the dirt, she's all dirty. The pot is all dirty. I'm gonna have to spray it down. It is what it is. Let's go with the dirt. Ran out of gloves. I gotta reuse the gloves from yesterday. Also, check out the Queen Sugar cookies. They took to that transplant stupid fast. They're already spreading their wings. They're already spreading out like crazy. I noticed as soon as they get into a bigger pot, it's like they spread their arms. They're like, ah. Bitches spread their wings, bro. Get my seasoning salts. All that stuff you see on the top, I'm not sure if you can see it, but I just top dressed this plant a few weeks ago. of course, as always, I underestimated, undercalculated how much fucking soil I need. It is what it is. I might have to take some from there. All right, I undercalculated, so I'm gonna have to borrow a few cups of dirt from the other pots. I would normally not do this, but like I said in my other videos, you guys are gonna see everything, the mistakes to everything I do right. I'm not gonna buy a whole new bag of soil and drive 40 minutes out east just for a little bit that didn't make it. There's still plenty of soil in these. They don't have to be filled all the way to the top. I wanted them to be filled to the top, but I'd rather that blueberry muffin have enough soil. And one more cup of this one. And we'll leave that one alone because it's got just enough dirt. Dead. All right, now we'll take one or two more cups from here. All right, that'll do for now. Let me even out the other two that I took it from. All right, they're pretty much even now, so it is what it is. Now, my hand. right, y'all. All 3 transplants is done. Now, it's time for the builder soil, straw mulch. Got about half a box left. I pre-soak my straw mulch. This is how Jeremy from Builder Soil tells. That's on a few episodes I've seen that's how he does it. So I bought, this is Builder Soil's straw. So I'm gonna use it exactly how they use it. I'm gonna let it sit in the water a little bit, let it soak up. It's really cool when I do this. Turn it around a few times. When I do this, the barley straw has a ton of like enzymes and other stuff inside of it. It's actually packed with stuff that's good for your plant. And it really makes this beautiful gold like liquid. It almost looks like beer. It's beautiful. Like you can already kind of see it. I'm not sure if you can see, if the camera sees, but that gold liquid is just gorgeous that it makes. Sometimes I feed the plants that gold liquid. I found out it's filled with enzymes that are good for the plant. So I said, why not? I don't feed a lot of it, just a little bit. So we're gonna spread this on the new transplants. If you guys don't know, straw mulch, it retains the moisture in your soil, especially here in the outdoors where you're not in control of the environment and it gets really hot in New York. We are now a subtropical region. Our humidity is insane out here. And if you know, the higher humidity will make your plant transpire more, which is basically sweating. Your plant will sweat more. And the more your plant sweats, the more water it drinks. So these 80, 90 degree days with humidity, these plants drink way more than they normally would. You know, on the 80 degree days where the humidity is low, beautiful. The plants, I only have to give the plants water maybe every 24 hours or so. But on days where it's like 90 degrees and high humidity, there are times where I come back here midday and the pots are already light, they're already dry, the leaves are already wilting, showing signs that they're thirsty. So when it comes to watering outdoors, there's no real, like, you don't do it every 24 hours or every this or every that. Your plants will tell you when they need to be watered. All right, y'all, that's about wraps it up. So for the last portion of this video, I wanted to talk about the Dulce de Papaya plant. So if you notice, this Dulce de Papaya